everyone. Welcome back. You can see how enthusiastic I am. I am enthusiastic. I am 100% enthusiastic.
They've been
great
through
to be
some
back.
shit.
Yeah, music. What are you gonna do? I'm so glad we didn't have a musical episode now. Just because I know that I couldn't do it. Anyway, welcome to our 8th episode of our magical adventure in college. It's actually
8 already, holy shit.
Yeah. It turns out shrinking the episode length actually makes us go a lot quicker.
But it doesn't solve our catastrophe pacing.
Well, no, it doesn't. I had to move all my cliffhangers because we're 2 hours rather than 3 now. They're all in the wrong place. You can't have a cliffhanger like halfway through an episode. It doesn't work. But anyway, I'll introduce myself. My name is Salem. I use they, them pronouns. It's still trying to get used to it. I've gotten better this week, but it's still an adjustment curve. You can find me all over the internet. No longer at Hedgehawk UK. I ditched the name this week. I have a new name. It is now Salem Flame. All one word. Sometimes it's Salem Flame UK because someone beat me to it. But I can't remember what platforms I had to put the UK on. I didn't. But the other person I think is a basic white bitch. So if you see TTRPG stuff, it's me. If you see things about coffees and like lattes and what, no, that's not me. I don't do that stuff.
Salem?
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me you're not drinking iced coffee as a gay?
I'm not a coffee drinker. I'm not a big fan of coffee. I'm a
Jail.
tea person.
Jail.
I'm a
you know
tea
what?
person.
Okay, no.
I could drink coffee, but my stomach won't allow it. If I could drink coffee, I would be drowning in that shit.
No, give me a cup of Yorkshire tea, and I will sit down and be really, really happy.
The UK. There's
Brits.
nothing you can do.
Yeah, look. Say you have a box of Yorkshire tea, and I'll just come straight around. I'll probably end up annexing the kitchen, so I get all the tea bags to myself. But you know, just what I do. Anyway, I'm gonna let everyone introduce themselves. I am going to start with Leah. So I always start with rice, and it's not fair.
I almost forgot that I was still muted. Hello, everyone. I'm Leah or Chasm. I'll be playing Shelby Brown today, our lovely wreck is the best way to describe it, I guess. She's been going through some shit. She doesn't know how to feel about the Fury, but she has some feelings for sure. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at _musical_witch, where sometimes I post. I don't know. I'm not very active on there. You'll just find me here on a regular basis. How about that?
Yeah, we're just kidnapping Leah now. Like Leah's going to be on everything moving forward. Don't ask me how.
If not as a player, I'll just be someone audibly screaming from the background.
Oh, yeah,
Whether that
definitely...
would be Salem's house or not, I will not disclose. I
had the hole in the ceiling fixed now, so everyone who's trying to say that in my walls, we've actually got to try now. There's not a huge gaping hole.
I'm going to try someone from a mechanical
wait until you find out about your basement.
Well, joke's on you. I live on the 2nd and 3rd floor. I have no basements.
Oh, that's what you think.
So that's
shit.
Also, 2nd and what?
I took my electric fucking tools outside, and now I can't do the whole joke of like I'm gonna cut open your walls.
Aww.
Okay.
I'm on the roof.
Moving on. We'll move across to Bart.
Hi everybody, I'm the bot with many names. You can find me basically everywhere on the internet as the bot with many names. I use any and all pronouns you find below the couch, behind the counter. I take everything, as long as it tastes good. And we're doing where we can find us, right?
Yep.
You can find me here on Tuesdays. You can find me on alternating Fridays over at Pencil's Tables for a fun time of Murky Days and Duskfall. But also, like a Blaze in the Dark game, but also you might find me soon. There isn't like a fixed date yet, but you might find me soon again on Thursdays at House of Dreams for a very, very special something that will yet has to be revealed.
Oh, I love sneak previews. Look, I'm in a thing. I can't say what the thing is, but I'm in the thing on there. I love it. Yeah, let's do Rice. I'm not making you go last. You can go third.
Oh my god. Okay. Hello. Hi, I'm Rice, Rice Cakes, they, she pronouns, and I'm playing Nemo, he, him pronouns, who is just a little guy who's had his whole world turned upside down. He was in a village doing alright, and he became a no. How do I even plug myself? Let's see. If you want to check out art that I do, you can find me on Threads or on Blue Sky or on the X or yeah, no, that's it actually. Yeah. Yeah, you can find me there at the original Ores, and you can see the silly, goofy shit. I'm trying to get my VGen now as well to get like Artist Plus on there, and maybe when I have like time, start commissions again. But
Yeah.
who knows what's gonna happen?
Until you do, you're just drawing more wonderful art of this wonderful Chaos crew.
Exactly, because I'm unemployed and a student at university, and I need money to eat. Actually, apart from that. Well, you can find me sometimes at Pencil Stables playing Dark Waters, where I'm playing a little Dashi cleric who doesn't know anything about the world, but he does know then, as a cleric, when human go owie, he go hitting spell, you know? At least that's that. He knows the basics.
Hey, that's the
Um,
important bit.
exactly. But I think
More than a cleric in my group knows.
I think that's it. I think that's all I have. I think that's all I can do.
You did fantastic.
Thank you.
You did brilliantly.
Aw.
Last but not least, we do have Agent P. They are there. You can't see the camera, but they are there.
I am always here, head Salem. I am in your walls.
Did you else hear
Hello,
that?
everyone. Just echoes from it's just muffled into hello everyone, I'm Agent P. I use they them pronouns, and I will be playing our lovely chaos gremlin Maya, whose main job unintentionally is putting the pieces together and making the connections with her face while conversations happen in the background.
Everyone's being gay, and Maya's just there with puzzle pieces, putting them together.
Maya's that one Charlie Day meme of like the murder board and the crazy eyes.
Fantastic.
Oh, sorry, I have to plug
Go.
myself. You can
Go,
find
plug
me. You can find me here, of course, every Tuesday evenings playing Maya. You can find me on alternate Sundays on Pantsless Tables playing how do I describe this guy? A professor on sabbatical who's just living it up, who is fortunately also a vampire.
As you do.
Yeah, last session he threw a hot dog at someone. Join in for more of that.
What food will be thrown next week?
Exactly.
Gotta know what the food stuff is. Fantastic. Right, if that's everything, if no one else has anything else they want to say, we will jump into the titles and then get on with whatever it was we were doing last week. See you in a second. And we're back. No, apologies about that. I was too busy looking at the countdown because I was drawing tarot cards. If you want to know, Ace of Wands, Knight of Swords, and the Lovers. Again, that Lovers card keeps coming out.
I need the manual. I need the manual. I don't.
Okay.
Someone help out the one who doesn't know what this shit means properly, please.
Oh, neither do I. I just pull them out and watch HP's faces.
I'll get you a manual soon. I have a spare one.
I mean, I have a tarot, like a deck. I just don't know how to use it.
Aw.
It's
I
this
have
Italian
a whole
one with
book.
fairies and fairies and gnomes.
I have a whole
Rice,
book.
not gonna lie, 90% of the time I use Google. The internet is still free. Still.
True.
Okay.
That is true. I mean, I do have a little manual in this thing at least, but it's like broken because I got this as a gift from a friend. So like this manual has been through hell and back.
Oh, but that means it counts because you're not allowed to buy your own Self Your First Tarot. You have to get it gifted.
Yes. Okay. Now that everyone's quiet in the class, who wants to have a crack at trying to bring Leah up to speed about last week? I would
love to. So apparently Nemo is a dragon. No.
I don't know about you, but I think this joke is really dragging on.
Okay. Okay. So, first of all, we had such cute interactions between Felix and Nemo. And Lucas gave us all bangles that would help stabilize our magic in this world. which was nice. Nemo then talked to a dragon, and the dragon did some lore dumping. Said that there was like this heart of darkness that turned the grass pink, which is why the dragon like took a landmass and was just like, whoop, up you go. And then the dragon was like, "Yeah, the person who makes it this way has long, dark, wavy hair." And Maya in the background is just like, "It's Carlisle. Carlisle is dead in this realm, and and his body is on display at a museum that is in the same. Oh, and the way the thing is, the islands are, it's the same formation, not formation, but the same like area and
Layout.
layout as a Tanner. And the museum where this realm's Carlisle's body is at is the same location of like where we went for our museum trip in season 1. So Felix tries to talk to the grass, which is how we find out that the layout is the same as Tanner. And we also find out that the grass came from Tanner / is from Tanner soil. It was implied that with all the fuckery that Carlisle did
God
with
damn
the
it.
reality
Damn it, Kyle!
Kyle at this point, it seems as if everything is being seeping and crushed into this realm, so which is why it feels like everything is being yoinked down or squashed into each other. We go into further into the forest where the grass said to go, and we reach a shrine, and we find out that the dragon that Nemo was talking to earlier is this realm's Nemo, and then Nemo finds out that there are other Nemos throughout the entire multiverse, and all the Nemos in every universe are the ones that either directly or indirectly lead to Carlisle's death.
That's pretty much it. I couldn't have us sail the astral scar without Shelby being there. It kind of felt a bit wrong.
We'll just have Nemo trying to stick a plaster on there and be like, there. Now you're part of the Boo Boo Buddy Club.
uh,
No bash
Oh my
to
God.
Nemo. No bash
Speaking-
to Nemo.
Speaking about astral scars, while Nemo is having an existential crisis,
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Nemo is like, you know how animals, when something is like really itchy or like really uncomfortable, they tend to try and like scratch it off? That's pretty much what Nemo is doing in his dragon form, like trying to scratch his head on the ground and kind of trashing around, like as he's getting those visions. And then Nemo is just left sprawled out on the ground and looking like 100 yards there. Like he's he doesn't look like he's doing good.
Nemo.
Uh,
I
Wait.
take from that reaction you are in fact not a dragon.
no. And I'm sorry. It is how why is okay. I don't know how to put this into I was wondering for so long if there were actually multiple me's or not because there were so many answers which differed. I'm finding out that in another universe I'm a dragon only to then try and and use my powers for once to get visions of the fact that in every universe I am the one that killed that guy, whoever it is, indirectly or directly. I don't.
You're the one who's killing
This
Carlisle.
Yes, and it's not. I don't want to. It's like in every. I had to go through the same bullshit in each and every world, only for them to end up to have only one job given on me, and that is killing that man. I've killed someone 12 times, and it's the only reason I exist.
You will not have to kill him this time.
It's. I thought I finally I was on equal footing with people, and suddenly I went even lower than I was before. Oh
Why
God.
would you think that?
It's just the only reason I'm born is to kill a random man.
The only reason you know. Us, we were told that we were the one thing that stopped the time loop. And the gods were always like, hey, what's up? Trying it again. So I'd say welcome to the club of the chosen ones by proxy. You don't even get a t-shirt.
So this is normal. Just have this random shit dumped on you. I think that because like, Felix explained the fact that they're sort of in the same boat, and he he's going to um go and hug Felix, but not like in a sense of instead of trying to comfort himself, it's more like he's trying to comfort Felix now.
Okay, so that makes us two.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And Nemo is going to I need to see how he's gonna put it into words. He's going to say, well, I'm glad you exist.
I'm glad you exist too.
But yeah, he will need a minute to like get his shit together. He won't let go though. He's gonna stay there.
Nemo?
Yeah.
Just because the god made us for a single cause, that doesn't mean it has to define us. We are more than our destiny.
You're right. Uh, yeah, you're right.
Also, like, have you read Greek mythology?
Oh, yes,
Those
but
guys are idiots.
true, but I was more busy reading comic books.
Even on the comic books, they are idiots.
Yeah, but I usually just kind of stayed away from the one with the Greek gods.
Ah, okay. Yo, they're all idiots.
I don't want to say that because my mom is one of them, and I feel bad.
I'm not saying I'm better than her. That's the one thing that pissed her off in all of the stories.
Well, I don't think she's going to strike me down, so I'm gonna say you're better than her.
I mean, that's your choice. Also, she can't track you down. She still needs you. That's the bittersweet part. They can't fuck with us. They all still need us.
Well, you're not wrong, I guess. I don't know, it's just I'm still loopy from going through 12 lives. I was a vampire in one of them. The dragon one was also kind of odd. But yeah, there was also one where it it was the most mundane one, right? And I just somehow I went to the store and and I bought a cake because it was Carlisle's birthday and it was the only flavor available, and that was the day we found out he's allergic to the one thing they had on the menu. Uh, it was very anticlimactic, to say the least, compared to the other lives. Um, yeah.
Sounds like you're not actually killing Carlisle. Fate is killing Carlisle and using you.
It's not fun.
No, it's not. But hey, at least you're the pretty redhead while doing it.
Sorry.
Nothing?
I'm what now?
The cute redhead? The pretty redhead?
Oh, that time when you said it, you weren't. Oh. You think I'm pretty?
Have you used a mirror in your life?
Well, yeah, but they usually break. Um, I'm not allowed near mirrors. They tend to give 7 years of bad luck, and they break.
Minus and minus equals plus?
Have I been doing this the wrong way?
Huh?
No, wait. Back to the thing. You think I'm? Oh, I mean,
I told you on the airship I think you're cute.
yes, but I thought it was just, to see it reoccurring is whoa. Yes, you're very handsome, by the way. I think you're attractive. I mean, mm, phew, right.
Do you want to
How
grab a
did we,
coffee?
do what?
Do you want to grab a coffee when we're done here?
That would be lovely, actually. Please?
I think so too.
Okay, ooh, right. This is new to me, by the way. I don't want to ruin this somehow, so I'm I'm gonna.
At least you're not thinking about your former lives anymore. So I think it worked.
Oh, it's kind of hard to think about that when okay, I I'm gonna and Nemo's gonna try to like back a little bit away. He's probably gonna hit some bushes, get up, brush himself off like nothing happened, and go.
Go. um, while Nemo is breaking off, um, Maya, are you going to accompany Shelby to the top of the ziggurat style pyramid while the two
There's a-
lovebirds do their lovebirdy
yeah.
stuff?
Uh-huh.
Just Maya standing there the whole time going, "Ah."
Just like little pom-poms.
Yeah. You see that the only other person going up with you two is older Shelby. Everyone else stays at the bottom. You climb up these stone steps to the flat top, and you can see this astral scar. It looks very similar to those tears we saw in Tanner. Back with the old shield. You sort of see that older Shelby like unclips the buttons on their suits to roll them back. So, Shelby Young, how good are you at actually doing your reality magic?
Okay, I want to be petty, but I'm not gonna be petty. I have
Can Maya be petty
not
on your behalf?
used this at all. How
this
good
is-
are you? I mean, assuming that you are going to be the experienced one here, would you care to teach me? I mean, you've had more years
There
to
is a-
practice it.
There is a grin on her face. It's like that is how I was trying to set this up, so I could be smug about this. Well, of course I can teach you. Reality magic is all about manifestation. Once you begin to learn to let go and rely on your sort of base emotion and base instinct, reality magic gets an awful lot easier. Obviously, if you have ill intent behind it, it becomes dangerous because it will lock and create the things that you desire the most. But no, I will seal it. Give me a fight roll.
A fight roll.
You can add
Luckily-
a D4 magic.
Awesome. Not just my regular magic die, a D4.
Yeah.
I forgot that mine look spiky. They look like D8s. Cool. Okay.
They'll
My
hurt you
fight
more.
is a D20 plus
D20,
1.
yeah.
That's a 10 plus 1 is 11, and the D4 is a 3. So it's a 14 total.
You see older Shelby try to close this astral scar. You sort of see their magic coming out of their hand, wrapping around the scar, trying to close it. They push it, like almost shut, and then all of a sudden, the sort of like purpley pink energy, and sorry, Nemo has broken me.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you.
Wait. I'm illiterate. Wait. Okay, yes.
The more we know about, I'm learning more about my cast every single session.
No, Selim, you're learning more about yourself every single session because you spent your time with us.
I used to be a he/him before we started this.
Next step, lesbian.
Anyway, where was I?
Women in suit supremacy.
Yes, that was
Yes.
it. This scar almost seals, and then the energy explodes, and it just rips back up. And the scar reopens, and older Shelby is just like pulling on the buttons at the top of her shirt, like, that was a bit
Unfortunate.
Oh, that's the context.
teething problems. And Shelby, you step forward and like, oh, I'll give it a go. And you focus, because you rolled higher. You. Her roll was a 6.
Ay.
You are able to close this astral scar. As you do, not from your book, but in your mind, you can hear Daedalus's voice going, no, why are you closing the... No, don't... Stop closing things that you don't understand.
Am I able to respond?
You can respond.
Like,
yeah.
is it just a thought,
No,
or is
no.
it?
You can respond. It's a fading psychic link.
Ooh, okay. Something's telling me you don't want me near these things.
I don't want
Hey, Shelby, how
any-
many things you got in this world?
Just keep you from these scars and that boy from nothing. Forget it. And you will see the connection goes dark. Someone's agitated.
Just a little. I mean, older Shelby would be agitated too with the fact that
Yeah.
she didn't manage to.
Literally, are you smarter than a 5-year-old? And yeah, no, apparently not.
It's like seeing those 6 years old solve Rubik's cubes in like 10 seconds.
I mean, hey, look, you did it. Well done. Beginner's luck, if you ask me, but yeah, well done.
Well, you told me how to do it, and I did it.
Yes,
Better than you.
I suppose, yeah, really, yeah. That was a lesson. Yes, that was a deliberate lesson to teach you how not to do it.
Oh, okay. So you're just a bad teacher then, because I did it.
I forgot how annoying I can be.
Love you too, darling.
Well, we've done our job. Do you want to come back? Go back to the ship?
I mean, are there more of these things that we have to close? I'm guessing so, right?
There is, but we haven't found any yet.
Okay.
Besides, you got to get you home.
Yeah, that's priority number 1, but if you're as incapable of closing these things, I might as well help out.
Alder Shelby grabs you by the shoulders, spins you around towards the stairs, starts pushing you forward. As your services are no longer required. I am
Alright,
perfectly
madam.
capable of dealing with this on my own.
But it.
Zip it.
Okay.
Zip. You see, she is full on stomping down these stairs, like a teenager in a strop. Gets to the bottom, and Lucas is like, "Oh wow, you have a face like a slapped ass," and she just uses her reality magic to just make his mouth disappear.
Whose mouth?
Lucas's.
Lucas. Ay.
I know he's not a child anymore, but
I noticed that, right?
Can somebody call child security services?
Yeah, Maya was just gonna say, just don't do that to.
Oh, it's
him.
fine. I'm sure Shelby would love to fix it. And she just turns around and walks.
Can I try to fix it?
Oh, you can fix it.
I tried to
fix
grab Shelby,
Let's go.
older Shelby.
Can you try to give her a Hello Kitty outfit?
Yes! Yes!
I'm not gonna. No. I'm not that petty.
Maya is.
Right. Maya, roll me a flight check.
Flight?
Yeah. I mean, you've got to beat an 8. You didn't roll very well. on flight.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
My flight is an 8, so.
Why do I even bother? I got a 1. To be fair,
You
I'm
somehow
working with
try
the
to.
D4.
Do you need 7 adversity tokens
Oh,
to
God.
make this happen?
I have none. Wait, do I get?
I
adversity
have
tokens?
7 exactly.
Wait. I can
How was
help
that
out
with I'm
one
not
thing.
that petty?
I can help out with one. Hold on.
No,
I
I
have
one.
2.
And
Here
then
it is,
Shelby has
one.
7.
Here it is.
And I have channel points.
Ooh, do I get adversity
Those
tokens
were my channel points though.
for the,
I'm out.
for the
You get 2 adversity points for doing the recap.
Yay! I'm not gonna use them.
So now you have 3, right?
No,
Because
you know what?
I
No,
bought you one.
listen. Let Maya fail this. It'll be really funny for the plot.
Okay, but you still take the adversity token though, because
Yeah,
I get
I
credit
take
for
the
it.
adversity tokens. I still take my like the 2 that I got from the recap.
Yep.
But like, let this fail. This would be so funny.
So yeah, 2 from the recap. You get 1 from Nemo, or Rice giving it to you. You get 1 for failing the check.
Oh, 1 for failing the check. How many total?
That's 4 total.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, guys.
I don't know how you do it. You somehow try to trip up Shelby or trip up yourself. In the process. Like you put your lead foot out, but then try to walk still. So you sort of like hit yourself and hit your own ankle, and then sort of like face palm forward.
Just like a slow.
Yeah, just like a plank of wood, just down. Shelby doesn't turn back around, but you can just hear a snicker.
I meant for that to happen.
Definitely.
Shelby, you cast Lucas's mouth back. It's not that difficult of a check to bring it back. She always does that when she gets cranky. It's my fault, really.
Huh.
I really should stop, telling her that, she looks like she's been slapped by a fish or face like a slapped ass, and,
Maybe.
But
From experience, I can say, yeah. That doesn't help.
yeah. But hey, say hello to your future, I guess. Well, one of your futures.
Thank you. That helps a lot.
Where are we going? Are we going to the Red Mountains to get you home, or did you want to go look at this museum that you all seem to be fascinated with all of a sudden?
I mean, we might as well have a look, right? And then Shelby would look at the Furies.
They're not
Katie,
here.
to see how much. Oh, they're not here.
They're not here.
Oh,
they stayed
right.
behind. They
stayed
stayed on the
behind.
ship.
We're going to the museum. Fuck that.
Welcome to Shelby making team decisions. It's fine. Just put Nemo and Felix together. They'll just talk for a bit, and you can go to the museum in peace.
I just call my good friend Daedalus and ask him about the exhibitions.
We don't go anywhere with peace.
A bit like us then. Okay. You get back from the trip at the ship. Athena sort of like pulls you to hug Nemo. And it's sort of like, is everything okay? You good? How's the boy?
Oh,
Oh, wait. No,
Sorry, who?
I forget. It's rude to ask.
No, I mean, he did ask me for a cop. You know, this isn't my issue right now. The issue is I saw all of my lives in alternate universes, which
Mm.
was pretty anticlimactic after, liking the multiverse theory, but it wasn't.
Don't try to think about it too hard. It'll hurt your brain.
Problem is something else.
What is it?
In every universe, I exist to kill Carlisle.
That can't be true. You've got to exist for more than that.
Well, that's all I've done, really.
We'll figure it out. Don't worry. There's got to be an answer somewhere.
Yeah. It's just it was. I mean, I was sad, but I got a pep talk.
Did you
Let's
get a
call it
special pep
that.
talk?
Sorry, what now?
Did you get a special pep talk?
What is a special pep talk?
You know, like one of those like really invigorating talks from someone close to you.
You know what? Yeah.
There we go. Just remember to take it slow, okay? Don't rush into things you'll regret.
What? Are we still talking about? What are you? Are you talking about Felix asking me out for?
Yes.
No, I wasn't even.
Hey, look.
Would he want that though? Like,
Look.
oh,
Just go with what feels right for you. And she looks to your
Nemo
dad.
is.
She looks to your dad, and it's just like, really, you should be the one doing this, not me. Like, isn't this like your one job? And you're just like, well, you're a goddess. Like, you invented half this shit. It's like, you're far better placed with it than I am. I don't know how demigod love works. Like, you also see Athena's pats Nemo on the head. It's like, just go with what feels right.
Right. Okay.
And if they hurt you, let me know and I'll have them thrown off a cliff. I mean, what?
That no, that's I.
I'm sure they won't hurt you. It's fine. They seem sweet.
He is. And it's scary. But yeah. He's really, really nice.
Well, there we go. Enjoy some time together.
For this year, I've barely had 5-minute conversations. I am out of my.
Look, it's fine. Just go over there and just spins you round, and like slowly pushes you out into the general populace of the ship.
Anyone looks a bit like a kick puppy. Like, why am I getting pushed? But then he will, go like most likely in Felix's direction, but he's trying to like, how do I not seem desperate?
Obvious.
He's obvious, desperate. How do I?
There's a curve. There's going to lie. There's a curve. Goes up, then curves around. It just so happens to end up where Felix is.
Yeah, a little bit.
The good news is, it's not that long of a ride to Senses. You can literally see it on the horizon. It's less than half an hour journey. As you get close, your theory is confirmed. The street layout of this place looks an awful lot like Seattle. Just ye old medieval. The airship lands relatively close to the museum. This museum is the Museum of Heroes. I would like everybody to give me a brains check. You may
We're
not
at the
use
museum?
magic die. You're at the museum, yeah. Just outside the museum.
Got it.
15.
15.
Right.
2.
Let
Well
me.
done,
Let
Shelby.
me. Yeah, 15.
That bitch. How does this 20 sound?
20 sounds good.
1, 8.
My D12 exploded.
Nice.
I've been through this because I already had my presentation done, so I could actually enjoy the ride through the museum.
Did I get 28?
No, 8.
Oh, 8. I saw 28.
Oh, I wish.
Everyone wishes.
Felix, as you're entering this museum, first of all, the layout is exactly like the Botanical Museum. There are sort of like those banners that come off the ceiling. Shelby. If Shelby was a D&D class, what class would Shelby be?
How far are we choosing? Because I have a lot of source books.
I mean, to be fair, they're all in the base book plus Artificer. Like,
Yes, but there's subclasses.
let's not go that detailed.
I would say she's closer to a sorcerer, but if I were to pick, it's a shadow sorcerer.
That's fair enough. One of those banners looks an awful lot like Shelby. Even down to the pink hair. And the dark, shadowy sorcerer's cloak. Maya, what class would you be?
Artificer?
Yep. There's an Artificer Maya on the other banner, holding what looks like a wrench and a hammer.
That tracks.
Festus puts their hand on your shoulder. Maya's like, that looks cute.
Okay. Shut up.
There's also one of Felix at the back of because it's like a rectangular hall. So the first two, and the third one at the back. I'm guessing if Felix was going to be a D&D class, they would be a druid. Would be my initial thought.
No.
No?
No. A cleric of nature.
Well, there you go. I'm happy to be proven wrong. Yeah, there's a Felix in what looks like heavy armor. And it's one of those like, it's one of those performative pieces where like it's supposed to look heroic, but like it's clearly not for everyday use. It's like we need to take it's like school picture day. It's like, you know, I've got to make myself look more heroic than, you know, than what people think. So I'll wear this kind of like full, like heavy armor set, knowing that in reality I never wore that.
Little question about that, Hedge.
Hmm?
How war-torn is this reality?
Oh, very heavily.
Then Felix would be actually a Tempest domain cleric. Because if there's war, there's Ares.
Yeah, I mean, like this. I don't think this realm has ever had peace. I don't think it actually understands the concept of peace. Someone's always trying to attack somebody else.
It also kind of makes sense because if the whole land was with the darkness heart thingy, the plants wouldn't be thriving, I guess, you know. So I don't think you would be able to kind of use them properly. If they turned purple and shriveled away and shit, I mean.
And stop speaking French?
Yeah, they started speaking French. What the fuck are you supposed to do?
There's like a, you know how when you go to museums and they have like the pterodactyls like suspended from the ceiling. There's one of them, but for Zor, just like full dragon display.
Jesus Christ.
This is the Hall of Heroes.
Well, congratulations.
People is kind of looking like this from beneath Zor, like, oh. Huh. That's what
my belly looks like?
Pretty much.
Maya, you can hear in like the corner of your vision, here. You can see in the corner of your vision a little girl who's clearly like look like some sort of like little school trip, like a whole bunch of them, and she sort of like points at you. It's like, hey, she looks like the one and in the room there, and what looks like the teacher kind of like slaps her hand down. Is like, it's rude to point at people. You can't just point at people and say they look like heroes.
Maya's fully gonna try to like just like turn to Hephaestus like, can you make a helmet or a mask or something?
I can make a mask, I guess.
That would work. Greatly help as well. Don't want to cause commotion.
They go to like use their hammer to forge a mask, and it explodes. It's like,
okay. Well, maybe don't.
Yeah, no, I forgot. I can't. Sorry.
We should probably go check out the other room that kid was pointing at. Weren't they pointing at another room?
They're pointing at another room.
Okay. Yeah, might try to head over there.
That room is very familiar because it's the room that you all stood in when things had to really kick off in the museum, and you got museum napped. In the middle, where the plants used to be, is a glass box. And indeed, inside it is an embalmed version of 21-year-old Carlisle's body, dressed in this sort of like dark necromancy outfit. On the wall opposite is a ginormous painting of you three in your sort of adventuring gear entering the ground. I won't make you roll brains for it because there's enough posters and like plaques here that just reading them all would paint you a picture. Basically, Zor ripped up the land to save it. In doing so, revealed where Carlisle was hiding, and then 3 brave adventurers saw the hole and was like, "We're going to go deal with this." And so they ventured down into the heart of darkness, successfully defeating the evil Cornelius. That was Carlisle's name here. And bringing greenery back to the land. And stopping the petrification of the world. There's an annual parade still held every year to commemorate it. It goes on to sort of say that you 3 went on to inspire what would eventually become the Adventuring Guild movement. So now there's loads of people with swords running around the place thinking they can save the world.
Lovely.
Yeah, that Carlisle is that is Carlisle, and he is legitimately dead.
Maya's gonna slowly approach the case and just kind of look at Carlisle's, or like this Carlisle's body, and it's just gonna stay there for a second. The Carlisle she knows is still a kid, or like one of the Carlisles that she knows is still a kid, as old as Lucas, and she cares a lot for Lucas. And there's a Carlisle out there so desperate to stay alive that, you know, they made a mess of things, but thinking about, or like looking at this Carlisle's body, and thinking about the Carlisle that she knows is back in Tanner, she can't help but feel like a sense of doom and sorrow for the child that's so desperate to keep living past what is quote unquote destined.
Yeah, even here the date is still the same. It doesn't have to be a different reality doesn't change that exact time Carlisle was killed. Shelby.
Yes.
Open the book. If you please. Or if you dare. Shelby throws the book on the ground and starts stomping on it.
I rolled a 19. Fuck it, I'm opening nothing.
Isn't here.
You open the book. Inside, you see Daedalus's lovely handwriting. Oh no, this one was good because you actually did the work for me this time. I enjoyed this one. Hey, you got to be the hero still. Everybody wins. Hey, we can't all do... Look, some of us are trapped in pocket dimensions and can't really do a lot. Okay?
So you tried to use us for your game. Okay.
Well,
Gotcha.
yes, I used you. I've used the Furies. I've used the gods. I've used that.
So when will you use yourself, huh?
Well, as soon as you let me out, I'll gladly
As
do
soon
it.
as we let you out.
Shall I let you in on a secret?
I bet it's not that much of a secret, is it?
Wow. Okay. Fine. Maybe I won't tell you.
Then don't.
It. That's not. That's not how this is supposed to go. You're supposed to play along when I tell you the thing. I don't get a lot of fun out here, Shelby. This is my
You're not
only
supposed
way
to.
to get out to. Oh.
Go cry about it.
Have you still not
Tell
figured
me
out
if
yet?
you want me to know this. Don't make a whole scene about this. Go on.
Hun,
I'm standing
I'm
here
all
next to
about
the
the scene.
body of someone. Sorry?
I'm all about making a scene.
I know. And I don't care about your scene. So go ahead, try it.
Fine, fine, fine. Go ahead. Tell Nemo I look forward to seeing what happens this time round.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. Say them.
They said, tell Nemo I can't wait to see what happens this time round.
All right then.
Have fun, I guess.
We won't be merciful either.
And
you know that, right?
Honestly, I don't think you four have it in you to do what has to be done.
I don't think you have it in you to do anything at all. You're just using other people.
Again, if I could get out of here, I would gladly do it. Do you know how much energy it takes to manifest bad luck through like different dimensions?
You know how much energy it takes to fucking put up with your bullshit?
Okay, now we're hurting with our words, okay? That was uncalled for.
No, this was uncalled for. And she closes the book. As she
I
just
know.
kneels
Bitch,
down next to
this
Carlisle to take a moment. And just
This bitch the reason I've had bad luck in all of the fucking universes. Motherfucker.
Also, I know I didn't I wasn't there and I don't know shit of it, but you know what else is uncalled for? His fucking existence.
Wow. Oh.
Nobody needed a fucking labyrinth.
true.
I didn't need the bad luck either. Hey.
Shelby would take a moment as she just throws the book aside.
Now everyone sees that. That book is heavy.
Yeah.
It makes a thud.
You're right, Shelby.
And I don't know, is this casket, is it just something on the floor, like a flower
It's-
bedding kind of casket? Or
it's kind of held up on like a stone tablet, and there's like a glass case. The body in.
and you said he's wearing some necromancy robes.
Yes.
Okay.
Shelby punches
Shelby
the
would-
glass.
No. She
I
wouldn't.
need a new outfit.
No, she'll get that from Nyx. It's fine. She would kneel down and have a look if she could maybe find some similarities between the robe that she sees
Mhm.
him wear and kind of the energy, the aura that Thanatos had when she met him.
Give me Do you know what? Give me a brains check, but add your magic die on. And this can be your unrestricted magic die, not your I'm wearing a bangle die.
Awesome. So that's a D10 for my brains. We're not going to talk about that. That's a 2. Let's go! Okay. Just to get this right, this was the one that we've been rolling aside from everything, right?
Yes.
So my D12 explodes.
Woo!
Nice. That becomes
A D20.
20.
A D20.
20.
Hey, someone else has joined the D20 Magic Die Club.
No, Nemo's still ahead of us.
And
Yeah.
that's a 13. So that's 12 plus 2 is
14.
math 27
Oh,
Okay.
total. Let me see. I think I have a +1 in brains as well. Yes. So it's a 28.
There's no direct connection to Thanatos here.
but the vibes though.
The big thing here, you are able to notice something about this. Like, you've never seen it. I can't remember saying you've never seen a dead Carlisle.
Yeah, we've never seen a Cornelius before.
Yeah. When you focus your necromancy energy on him for a moment, you keep getting a number in your head keep popping up.
Okay.
And it's just number 8.
8.
Over and over and over again.
Infinity time loop.
And the other image you get is of what looks like a door, a stone door
Mhm.
with 12 padlocks on it. 11
Okay.
of them are broken.
Oh, that bastard.
Ah.
No, that means we can't kill Carlisle. Fuck! I wanted to kill that bastard.
The door is painted and adorned with the image of 2 hammers. The locks themselves, each lock has an image. It's like stylized like a Greek deity. So there's an Athena lock, a Nyx lock, an Apollo lock, a Hades lock. The only one that's not broken is the Nyx lock. That is the last one. And then your magic sort of turns off.
All right. So, conclusion, we need to get home. But first we need to go through the underworld.
Yay.
Which we already were planning to do. So, hey. She'll pick the book back up.
Oh no. Come back, Shelby.
Don't close the tab, Shelby.
Shelby,
Shelby,
I
close
believe
the
that
tab.
Shelby may need to open the tab.
Open the tab, Shelby.
Open the tab, Shelby. Open the link, Shelby.
It's not spyware, I promise.
Okay, so we have Carlisle number 8 and Memo number 5.
I'm out. Goodbye. It's been nice knowing you all. Do you know what? I didn't know what number to use, in all honesty. So I went with the day I was born, which is 8.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Sport.
We literally got Shelby picked up the book and then nothing. And we're like, and
Oh.
and
She won't listen to what Daedalus has to say if he has anything to say.
Daedalus has if you did open the book, all it would say is ha 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 on every single page.
How
Right,
come
I
she
found
does
it.
that,
That
though,
way
and
she
that
actively
who said
chooses
that?
to ignore her problems.
Just draw a dick on it.
I think we've done that in one episode.
Who said that? Who said that?
Who said that?
Who said that?
Whoever it is, they're saying good ideas. But yes, Shelby picks up the book.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, she picks up the book.
You know
and
why
just
there was an 8 there? Because you needed to like finish the drawing of the P.
Make
No.
a very elongated C.
Alright.
For the C for, well, you know what. Yeah. I mean, Shelby just takes a moment after the vision to sit down and realize that this is one of the other universes that Carlisle has gone through. And here he's laying there in a casket in a fucking museum in necromancer clothes. And she wouldn't directly paint it towards her image because it's still Carlisle she's looking at. It's not something that hits too close to home. But the fact that he's dressed there in something she recognizes so much, in something that she would have seen before, she will just take a moment of silence as she walks back to the group and just not say anything.
Neil had just refused to full on go near the casket. He has been like looking at other shit the whole time. Like is there like does Xor like have a human form, or is it just like fully dragon? Is it just
Fully dragon.
okay?
No one
Yeah,
knows
so
where Xor
he's gonna
came
look
from.
at dragon shit. Huh.
It's
Oh.
like one day he just appeared from thin air and
I
started.
got them. Yes.
That's just started being a dragon. After the destruction of the Heart of Darkness, Zor became basically the god of dragons.
Mm-hmm.
And
No,
was the
Nemo's
kind-
gonna look at. I was going to say Nemo's gonna look at that, and then he's gonna like take each. Like I'm guessing there's like a showcase with each person, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Like he's gonna take each one by one and look at like the stuff they use, like their story, and read like the little plaques, you know, like you have in a museum, like the plaque of like the story, blah blah blah. This is what blah blah blah. Fun facts, favorite dish, shit, that type of shit. You know, like he's just gonna keep reading those and be. He's not gonna want to go near the casket when it comes to the fact that, you know, technically speaking, him in this universe was sort of like responsible, and then there's all of the other universes in which he was also sometimes fully, sometimes partially responsible. So he's gonna be like, nope, I already got my brain fuck for the day, and then I got a good brain fuck, so I'm gonna like continue on like nothing. You know, gonna try and not.
So you've got Maya and Shelby having this sort of like moment of reflection, and then you've got Nemo doing everything possible not to be near the center.
Yes. Is there like any information that stands out in this like showcases like anything that I don't know would be important?
Aside from saving the world from Cornelius/Carlisle, a lot of this stuff here is just gobbledygook. It's almost like once they saved the world, they just stopped saving the world.
Mhm.
They just went back to being ordinary young adults. You know, they didn't do anything else like hero worthy.
Right. Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah.
saving
Nemo's
the
gonna
world
go
from
by one
corruption
by
is
one.
yeah.
He's gonna go one by one, take notes, whatever. I will say he might hang in like Felix's side the most, but
Well, what's gonna ask? What's
no,
Felix
no.
doing? While everyone's while Maya and Shelby are having their various forms of contemplation.
Since Felix knows that that his friends are like having a moment right now, he stands by the door and keeps watch.
Fair enough. You can see like Lucas wants to say something, but it's like looking at everyone. It's just like, do I want to break the awkward silence?
Come over here and talk to me.
No, it's fine. It's just they all look a bit sad.
Mhm.
I mean, it's just a dead Carlisle.
It's not just a dead Carlisle, it's one of many, and we killed Carlisle in this world, and yeah, it's a bigger picture.
Yeah, multiverse stuff does get a little bit head hurting after a while. But hey, I mean, you're not gonna be here for much longer. You can leave. You know,
That sounds like you want to leave too.
I miss home. I'm not gonna lie. Not that there's a home left, but I miss coffee machines.
Do you have a French press?
No, we don't have the money to afford stuff like that. Tempest takes up most of the money we earn. Whole thing's falling apart. Besides, Maya's all big on, you know, we need to like live quietly, you know, so don't make loads of money, don't live extravagantly, don't become famous.
The French press is the cheapest way to make coffee.
I don't even know if we have coffee. I could just come back with you.
You could, and you would absolutely wreck the multiverse with that, because we had a little problem with somebody jumping through the worlds to get what they want.
Fine, we'll stay here and close the doors.
Nothing against you, love.
No, it's fine. Hey, look, I'm gonna go and round up everybody else, okay? And get the airship fueled because it's gonna be a bit of a trek to the Red Mountains. Could possibly pick up some supplies. You take as long as you need. We'll just like wait for you.
Is there anything from our world that might be of use for you? Like something we might carry with us? I mean, I don't have much. I've got my my notebook and some seeds and a bit of paper and pencils, but
as much as I would like to say yes, I think Maya would probably like slap the back of my head if I said, "Hey, look at this lovely like really advanced Earth thing I have now.
Well, a
I'm
pen
not gonna
isn't.
lie. Yeah, I mean, yeah, a pen, like a normal pen, yeah, there's kind of like, is it a ballpoint pen?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would blow their minds here.
Yeah, then don't take it outside.
But then it'll run out of ink. Then what was to do with it?
Right?
I mean, okay, I'll take a pen if you have a pen. Just don't tell Maya. I don't want the lecture again about how I can't have nice things. She didn't put it that
Sure.
way, but you know, that's how I interpreted it.
Are we all turning into fucking Amanda? And that's loud enough for everybody to hear.
Oh God, I had a horrifying thought. If there's 12 multiverses, then that means there's 12 Amandas.
Ooh.
Nemo just looking confused in a corner, like, I don't know who Amanda is, so I'm gonna turn back to reading the plaques. Like, oh, look, fun fact. Shelby enjoyed whatever this shit. Okay. More explain.
Shelby invented electronic dance music.
If there's
Shelby was great at Tetris.
the Industrial Revolution.
Lucas gets bored. He invents the internet just so he can invent Instagram. Just so he starts posting stuff on there. Yeah, 12 Amandas. Ugh. Ugh. What's yours like?
An incompetent bitch.
Oh, okay, that makes a slight difference.
Why? What's yours like?
Competent bitch?
Well, I would actually prefer that. Ours started a war. I mean, not started it yet, but is on the best way.
Oh, ours did start the war. And won it.
So yours not competent. Okay, yeah, never mind. That's
Yeah, no, the guild is now renamed to the Coven. So Amanda now has both witches and magi. Well, did till the reality collapsed.
Oh, is that why the world collapsed?
But I can't say that was the exact reason.
Because anybody ever gave Amanda just a shred of power.
I mean, to be fair, she did take over, and then the day after, her only child died. So, yeah.
You know, the Amanda I know can't even handle a printer.
I mean, I never said she was good with technology. You know, I mean, to be fair, I think printers are against everyone. I'm pretty sure printers were invented by vampires just to drive the rest of us nuts.
I don't know. They like me.
But of course they'd like you. Everyone likes you. It's like a recurring theme throughout the whole of the multiverse.
Not everybody likes me.
99% of people like you.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Not a lot of people still like me when I stop baking.
Oh, you stopped baking. Okay. That's new.
See? No, I didn't, but if I would.
You know, don't.
Why not?
Well, I can't speak for universes and like what happens, but you know, you don't have to make magically charged cookies, but you know, you can make some other like cool baking stuff. Like, don't just stop it because it's been turned into a, you know, multinational franchise, well, multidimensional franchise.
Oh, I don't stop. I didn't think about stopping because it turned into a franchise. I thought about stopping it because it reminded me of how my friends did something behind my back and that turret.
Oh, okay. I will admit I didn't think about that.
It's alright, I love them.
Yeah, we all love each other. We'll hang on to the love, and work through our prob. Yeah, I'm not good at this.
That was uncalled for.
I'm not very good at the whole comforting people when things go wrong. I'm just gonna go do the ship, okay?
Good.
I will leave you for and like quickly turns around and leaves you four together.
So, party people. I've got cookies and hugs.
Just been reading Plagues. This is a pretty...
What do they say about me?
Well, they did say you like baking as a fun fact on the wall. But it did talk about random things about being heroes and all, but you know, once that was over, they all went back to being young adult and lived their lives. And that was it.
No, to be honest, I could be a bit without the whole being a hero thing. Because by now, being a hero just feels like being the butcher for the right side. And the right side is just the side who's gonna win.
I don't even know which side is which, what is happening. Half these people I've never met. Yeah. And Shelby and Maya are having their moment. I'm kind of avoiding going there. I don't want to see that, really.
Let's get out of here.
If possible.
I have also non-magical cookies who you should be able to eat unless you're spontaneously allergic to gluten.
It happened once, but it should be fine. I carry an upbeat pen everywhere.
Shelby,
But,
Maya, you need another second? Sorry.
I think I could use a cookie as well.
Shelby would just stay silent, alone with her thoughts for a bit. Not really reacting to your question.
You need a hug, Shelby.
She'll slowly get up and go for a hug, but she wouldn't. She would feel like, you know, when you're just disappointed in yourself and you feel all sloppy and you go for a hug, but you don't really make the effort. That's Shelby right now. It's just this universe could have been our Carlisle, you know?
Yeah. Oh, We nearly killed our universe, Carlisle.
Yeah.
You know, there's one thing I'm confused about. Why are there technically two Carlisles here?
Two?
I mean, like, isn't there the young version and the demigod? Isn't he supposed to be back in his?
He's the original, the first one.
Yeah, but why is he
Is he?
in another universe? Shouldn't he be like,
Dead.
no, back in his timeline? He escaped the death. Why is he still here?
Well, he has to stay in a weird limbo so that he doesn't die.
He's already a demigod.
Yeah, we made him that way.
Guarantee non-death.
So by
Shelby? Honey?
Yeah.
The book is ringing.
I never told you which of the 12 locks had broken. It was the top one. Locks 2 through 11. Sorry, locks 2 from 12 have been broken. Nemo might be onto something.
My brain cannot compute at the moment. It is
Carlisle.
running on being active for 50 hours
Yes.
already.
Would you like me to extrapolate and help you out, Shelby?
Yes.
You are Universe 13. You shouldn't exist.
Ah. Yeah. Yeah.
The Carlisle you turned into a demigod
Shouldn't
is
be there.
lock
Yeah.
number 1.
He is not number one?
The one that is the demigod, the one we saved at the end of last season, is Carlisle number 1. That is the Carlisle that needs to die for the lock to open. Not
Well-
your Carlisle, not the little Carlisle.
No.
That's what Nemo
Little
was getting at.
Carlisle.
I did already thought about that. I was just confused about the next part along with it.
Wait. So little Carlisle isn't supposed to exist?
Little
No.
Carlisle is just a regular Carlisle in the universe.
Yeah.
He doesn't matter.
It's the demigod that is the problem. That's the 13th Carlisle. He broke out
Wait.
of the timelines.
So we protected the wrong Carlisle.
No, you kind of inadvertently protected the right one.
He's the one that became a demigod.
By not
Oh, right.
killing him at the... Okay, here's the thing. This is where you have your epiphany moment, Shelby. By not killing him...
By not killing him, you
Tanner?
made this problem. But you... Yeah.
created this problem, but at the same time, you also avoided
Created an
releasing
opportunity.
Daedalus
Yeah.
and potentially unraveling all of reality.
So now I'm not allowed to kill him unless I kill Daedalus as well.
No, you have to kill Daedalus first.
How? He's locked in a door.
Got it.
Or we just send this one away. Why are we still
No.
keeping it? Isn't he supposed to die on a specific date?
Okay, so for Nemo,
And he didn't.
and right, the first original Carlisle, upon realizing that he was going to die, used very advanced chronomancy to send himself back to make sure that never happened again. The problem was that every time he did, the universe would reset and he would die in another different way to how he originally died. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, until we get to where we are in this universe, where reality has become so warped because of all the rewrite going backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, that magic itself started to disintegrate, and reality was starting to just cave in on itself. Hence, our wonderful 4 teenagers came up with the plan that by making Carlisle a demigod, he no longer exists within any timeline, and he's powerful enough to prevent reality from collapsing on itself. But he is a bit of a moron and a bit of a jerk. And is not
Can
the
we
best
just like
person to
send
be
him
with.
back to? Can we just like send him back to his time if the date he's supposed to die on has passed? Like, will he still die if that date has passed?
You don't know.
I mean, he's a demigod now.
Can
If
I
you send
can I
it, you
roll
can
to
send
know?
someone to another timeline, but he would still have the powers that he currently has.
You can roll me a
Can I roll
brains
to
check,
know?
Nemo. If you want to roll a brains check and see if this would work.
What are my brains? Can I add magic to make this work?
Either that or very, very,
I
very
power
powerful
myself up.
chronomancy.
Go on, power yourself up.
Do I
Power
use the
yourself up.
D4 or the?
You know, go full pal. Let's go full Nemo.
I mean, can you kill a god?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there a god of the Greek pantheon that got actually killed?
Yeah. No, he got exiled.
I know exiled, I know demoted, but I
36.
boy.
I got 2 10s and a 60.
You can't send him back because where he exists, he came from, no longer exists.
Yeah.
However,
The reality collapsed itself.
Mm-hmm.
there is one force bigger than gods.
Yeah,
Titans.
chaos.
But
Okay.
Titans can also get killed.
Titans can also get killed,
Technically,
but
yeah.
if you could
It all
unlock
comes
the
back to
gate,
chaos.
if you could unlock the gate, get inside, Titans could create a special bubble reality in where Carlisle could exist, never die, ergo Daedalus never escapes, but they can no longer be harmed because they're outside of the flow of time and space itself.
So, golden cage.
Basically, yeah.
So it'd be.
Unless
Wouldn't
we
that
make
be
it the Matrix.
Wouldn't that be beneficial? Or am I getting it wrong?
It would be beneficial to all of you because Daedalus wouldn't be able to escape.
Carlisle wouldn't want to, though. So we need to convince him to do that if we want to go
No,
that
he
route.
did. Didn't he? He was trying to open the gate to the Titans first episode. It's just that you came in and threw the shit in and went to the labyrinth instead. He was trying to get there already.
That's details. I don't think it was with the intention of putting himself in a pocket dimension, though. It
No,
was
but it was with the
siphoning
intention
it
to
from
ask,
Olympus.
but it was with the intention to ask for help and see how he can fix his problem.
Yeah.
So we pretty much backtrack the original plan like this.
It's almost
Eight
like we spent
episodes.
8 episodes going in a circle.
At least we we got Hades and Hephaestus out, but like, it's the original plan. I think is the one we have to do.
You are right.
Well,
It would work. You would have to convince Carlisle to essentially enter a pocket dimension willingly, where they would probably be alone for eternity.
either cease existing or exist out of my face, basically.
Basically, yeah. In Shelby
What if
terms.
they're
Can we
Right?
just give him? Can we just give him like an interdimensional computer in Skype?
Yeah, or I mean, maybe a stupid idea, but maybe we can just look for Prometheus 2 and get him some friends in there.
Is this where we go full Truman Show and just make a special reality just for
We're not
Carlisle?
going full Truman Show, Salem. We're going full on Matrix. Salem, look me in the eye and tell me it is a good idea to leave Carlisle, who's already not the most psychological stable thing we've ever seen. Person, I don't even know what Carlisle is by now, half god. Do you believe it is a good idea to keep that person who did nothing, who wanted nothing but to live with others together and fucked over 13 realities for it? Do you believe it's a good idea to pop them into a bubble?
Would that like pocket dimension look like Earth, sort of?
If you want to make it like Earth.
Can we get the older versions go in there since they miss Earth anyways? And then they all have.
Maybe?
Well, their reality got yeah.
I mean, their reality collapsed already because of someone. Cough, cough. But
because of someone.
So, what did that fix? To
Maybe.
it? Well,
maybe. I'll tell you this way. I will let you all have a week to ponder it. And look, maybe there is some merit to taking Lucas, older Shelby, older Maya, and throwing them into Pocket Dimension as well. Maybe there's some merit in that. But Nemo, you might just have figured out a way to break the loop.
it.
And that's where we will leave it. Although, for the record, yes, Daedalus is the reason why you have bad luck. You were cursed with bad luck by Daedalus to be the one that would consistently keep bringing about the events that would kill each Carlisle one by one by one by one by one. And then when Daedalus realized that they turned Carlisle into a demigod and he was nigh untouchable, he took over a college.
Yeah.
Made sure that Nemo was invited. Made it so that you would all cross paths. Knowing that having Nemo's negative energy nearby, and knowing that Maya, Shelby, and Felix are slowly starting to have resentful feelings towards Carlisle because of his antics, that maybe on the balance of probabilities, there would be a chance where one of you would kill Carlisle.
Which Shelby is still considering.
I believe we all are considering.
Yeah. But yes.
I'm not. I don't want to kill him a 13th time. Fuck this shit. I'm
Shelby
out.
will take over from Nemo. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Y'all can kill him. I'm fucking out.
With that,
Aye.
with that, we are going to go. take a break, take a pause. We will be back next week. Don't worry, Agent P. We're not going for a break. We're fine. We'll
continue for 5 more hours after this. This is a marathon.
Didn't you know this was like the 24-hour stream, Agent P?
You can go for another hour. Let's go.
No, we can't go for the hour. I can feel people shouting.
I'm joking. Don't worry.
No, we'll be back in next Tuesday, where we will see what plan Nemo and Co come back with. Who knows? We might actually be getting to the end of the reality saga. It might actually mean time for college.
Shelby will chronomancy all of the shit back so we can do it again.
Shelby likes to feel useful. But no.
Smack Shelby's player in real life. Take a flight over and just
take it in turns.
Go ahead.
Go ahead,
need another season without me? Fuck.
No, we'll be back next Tuesday. Until then, look after yourselves. Be well. And I can't wait to see you then. Bye, everyone.